Sir, I want to understand, and this house also wants to understand this aspect. There are smaller companies and there are entrepreneurs in the middle class. The small and medium enterprise sector is the most contributing sector. Smaller companies earning a profit of rupees 1 crore pay a tax of 27%, but companies which earn a profit of rupees 500 crores pay 21%. What kind of logic is this? I would request the minister to please check his fact. Finance leasing companies are ineffective paying a tax which is equivalent to only 2%. So, sir, where do the poor go in this kind of a conceptualization? The Prime Minister's irrigation scheme has not a truly shameful figure. Please see, it has a percentage of the budget. It is rupees 5,000 crores. Agriculture has been ignored except for increase in money available to give rural credit. I ask the minister as to how many farmers at the lowest level of the economic spectrum have been helped by you with your new schemes. Para. Sir, the Babas of the North Block have done a remarkable jugglery of statics, and I shall come to that one after another. First of all, at the outset, I would like to show as to how the jugglery has been done. Sir, much has been talked about the GDP growth, etc., and the story of growth is inbuilt story of every budget. So this budget is no exception to that. So taken at face value, this fiscal, the Indian economy will grow by 7%, outpacing China to become the world fastest growing economy, but a revision in the method of calculation has led analysis and the government's own chief economic advisor distributing how far the data can be trusted. The GDP growth in 2011 was calculated based on factor cost, which has now been changed to constant prices to take into account gross value addition in goods and services as well as indirect taxes. Besides this, the base year has been shifted to 2011-12 from 2004. Sir, the Ministry of Statistics had pegged the previous year's growth at 6% as against 4% estimated previously, a revision which led to some economists, including the Reserve Bank of India governor, seeking some more clarity. Start. Now, sir, I come to the story of financial empowerment to states, sir, because of my little knowledge of economies. I need not say anything on this. However, I would like to quote the opinion of a former finance minister of India, which was published in the Hindu newspaper on the 3rd of this month. It enter alia stated that the Finance Commission's recommendations of raising the share of states in the division pool of central taxes from 32% to 42% has been cleverly managed. The state's share in absolute numbers budget estimates has gone up from this year to the next by around rupees 1 lakh crore. At the same time, the central plan assistance to the states has gone down from rupees 3 crore to rupees 2 crore. Therefore, the two cancel each other out. Sir, this is the state of affairs that has been projected by a former finance minister of India. If I state the name of one of the honorable ministers of state presently sitting in this house, he may be embarrassed. So I am not talking the name, but one should understand that who has said this. The Honorable Finance Minister during his budget speech also announced a special financial package for Bihar and West Bengal. Nothing is visible in this budget speech, sir. Nothing is visible that any type of special package has been sanctioned for Bihar or West Bengal. Para. Of course, later the finance minister clarified that special assistance was not in terms of money, but I would be the form of some incentive of the investors towards tax exemption provided the investors go to Bihar and West Bengal and invest in manufacturing sector in those states. So this is the special package for Bihar and West Bengal. No other state should be envious of that Bihar and West Bengal are getting special package from the central government and they are deprived of. This is the picture that I have tried to project here, sir. This is also the story of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Sir, now I would like to refer to the report of the Finance Commission, Volume 1st, published in December 2014. I will quote only a few lines. The Finance Commission observed that the issue in the assessment of vertical imbalance is the issue of resources. Stop. Start. Now the observation of the Finance Commission is there. Earlier Finance Commission's successive Finance Commissions had recommended that Union government should review the current position with respect to non-divisional pool arising out of cess and surcharges and take measures to reduce their share in the gross tax revenue. However, this has not happened. There are two ways of addressing this legitimate concern of the states. What are those ways to address the system? One, by amending the constitution to include these items in the divisive pool, cess and surcharge, or increase the share of the divisive pool to compensate states on this account. We rule out first option given the record of experience so far. Therefore, although successive Finance Commission's recommendations for that the centre had remained a mute spectre to the reports. Para. This is the plan of the government for ICDS and midday meal scheme. This is the plan of the government for the welfare of women and child. Sir, the budgetary allocation for housing and poverty alleviation has been reduced in the current budget. Sir, the budgetary allocation for tribal development is short by rupees 5,000 crore. The much touted slogan Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao gets only rupees 100 crore. I wonder whether this is the budget of the central government or a Jilla Panchayat. I cannot understand why only rupees 100 crore has been allocated for Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, for which much drum beating was done, and what has my state of West Bengal led by the Honorable Chief Minister has done. Para. The symbolic increase in allocation for employment guarantee scheme will make the survival struggle of the poorer people more painful in the context of galloping inflation. All of us know about the Development Goals Report of the United Nations. I repeat it again and again whenever I get a chance that India is a land where the world 1/3 of the poorest of the poor live, and their number is 40 crore. 40 crore is also 1/3 of our population. What is in the budget for those 40 crore people who are the poorest of the poor in the world? There is no answer. There is no mention of them. Not a single word has been uttered by the central government in the budget for them. I say it is a shame on the part of the central government. Stop.
थैंक यू। इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें ताकि लेटेस्ट वीडियो की जानकारी आप तक सबसे पहले पहुंच सके। वीडियो को लाइक और डिसलाइक अवश्य करें। कोई सुझाव और प्रश्न हो तो कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखें और वीडियो को अपने फ्रेंड्स और क्लासमेट्स को शेयर करें।